Namaste friends. Good evening to all of you. So we are in day 3 of our 41 days Guru Poornima meditation. So let's all connect with all the Gurus. Let's express our immense gratitude to Patriji, to Sadananda Yogi Master, and to all the Gurus for always guiding all of us in the right path. So today, let's know about the extraordinary spiritual journey of Guru Shriyam. So Shriyam, he is a great yogi, guide and a wonderful master, my dear friends. So Shriyam shared that his connection with great Himalayan master Mahavatar Babaji. So he said that his connection with Mahavatar Babaji, it didn't begin in this lifetime. It actually goes back to 2 lifetimes. So in his past lifetime, he has been a disciple of Babaji. Okay, at that time, Shriyam was born into a Brahmin family near Pandukeshwar, where 3 generations had already been devoted followers of Babaji. So, in his past life, even as a child, Shriyam felt a deep pull towards spirituality. He had a strong desire to become a yogi. So, with Babaji's guidance, he practiced deep meditation, Kundalini Yoga, and Kriya Yoga. So, during one intense period of meditation near Badrinath, so Shriyam entered into a state of samadhi, a high spiritual state. So, while he was in a deep trance, a Muslim fakir approached him. So, this fakir had been sent by his own teacher. We call them as Murshid. So, to find this young yogi who is doing this deep, intense meditation. So, when that fakir called Shriyam who was in this deep meditation lost his practice, lost his patience, and he reacted with ego and anger. He saw the fakir as an outsider, not a Brahmin. He's not pure enough, and he refused to help him. So, in his past life, Sriyam, when he was meditating, when he was in deep, intense sadhana, so a fakir visited him to help him, but Sriyam refused to help this fakir because he was not a Brahmin, he was a Muslim, and fakir begged and even threatened that if you won't help me, I will take my life. But Shriyam told him coldly to do whatever he wanted to do. So then the fakir later took his own life. So when the moment fakir left his life, Mahavatar Babaji, so he appears to Shriyam and he reminds Shriyam the basic yogic values, my dear friends, like kindness, non-violence, control over the anger. So Babaji told Shriyam, this is your test. So after years of training, so you had failed in this test. And heartbroken and filled with regret, Shriyam asked, Babaji, please help me to rectify my mistake. So Babaji gave him a very difficult task. So Babaji tells Shriyam to perform Kechari Mudra. So Kechari Mudra is a powerful yogic practice that leads soul leaving the body. So Babaji said, so in the next lifetime, you should take birth in a Muslim family to experience the pain, rejection, and suffering the fakir had gone through. So this karma would take 2 or 3 lifetimes to balance out. So then Shriyam, he applies that Kechari Mudra and he leaves his body. So in the next birth, that is in this lifetime, so Shriyam, he will take birth in the Muslim family, my dear friends. So in this life, Sriyam is also known as Mumtaz Ali Khan. So he was born into a Muslim family in Tiruvananthapuram, Trivandrum, Kerala. So his family was not very orthodox Muslim, but they followed the basic principles of Islam. And Sriyam was eldest of 3 children, and his parents hoped he would become a great businessman. But Sriyam was always inclined towards the spirituality. So even though he was born in a Muslim family, so from a very young age, he felt deeply drawn to spirituality, especially this Hindu way of life and philosophy. So Sriyam says that why I have been attracted to spirituality is because of my past life karma. Okay. So when he was maybe 8.5 years or 9 years old, one life-changing moment happens in his life. So he was playing in his backyard of his home under a jackfruit tree. So when he suddenly saw a man standing there. So this man had a long matted hair tied like a crown, wore very little clothing and had shining beads around his neck. So he was holding a water pot. At that time, young Shriyam had no idea who or what this man was. So this man looked at Shriyam and gestured for him to come closer. So instead of being scared as a small boy, this young boy walked towards him. The man gently placed his hand on Shriyam's head and says in Hindi, "When the time comes, everything will be all right." Okay. So when he asked Riyam to go back, when the boy turned around to check again, the man had disappeared. So back inside the house, Riyam wanted to tell this to his mother. What happened in the backyard? Mama, like one man called him and he placed his hand on my head and he said, "When the time comes, everything will be all right." But he tries to open his mouth and but he couldn't speak anything, my dear friends. His throat felt tight and he couldn't speak anything. So after several attempts, so he gave up. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so after several attempts, he gave up, but something very strange and beautiful started happening after this incident. So every night around midnight, he would suddenly wake up on his own. His All his family members would sleep in the same room. So he would quietly sit or lie down without disturbing anyone. And he felt a strong, happy sensation in his heart, and he would see a silvery light inside in his chest. Sometimes the light turned into the face of the man he had seen under the jackfruit tree. So these experiences made him feel peaceful and blissful. So this went for several years. So as he grew older, spiritual knowledge started to come to him in mysterious ways. So he started reading a lot of spiritual books like the complete works of Swami Vivekananda. So those were not easy books for a young boy, but he understood a lot because he has studied in the English medium schools with good teachers. So from that time, he started meeting lot of every day he encountered with so many extraordinary experiences with various sages, mystics, avadutas, my dear friends. So one day, this is one of the extraordinary experiences. He shares lot of extraordinary experiences in his book. So I request everyone to please read his book, Autobiography of Shriyam. So this is one of the example. So Shriyam shares this very heart-touching story. So he one day when he went to visit his friend Anant's, okay, so their Guruvayur festival will be happening in the temple. So his friend Anant invites Shriyam to come to the temple. But once they reach the entrance of the temple, there will be a sign like no Hindus, like non-Hindus not allowed. So even though like Sriyam looks like a Brahmin boy, so he could probably go inside without being questioned, but still he refuses to go because Sriyam didn't want to break the rules, so he stayed outside. But he's sitting there, he feels really, really upset because he was not allowed to go inside the temple. So then his friend goes inside the temple and he will have a good darshan and he will come back and gives prasads to the Shriyam. Shriyam will tell to his friend like, you go, just give me some money. I will come later. So after some time, the Shriyam will fell asleep near the temple tank. In his dream, he will hear the temple conch blowing, and then from inside the Garbhagudi, a glowing divine light appearing in his dream. So inside that Garbhagudi, a little boy will be calling to him. He saw a little child, divine figure calling out to him, saying, "Come, come inside the temple." So when he woke up, he took this dream as a powerful divine sign. So that very day, he was able to enter the Guruvayur temple. So he takes that as a divine sign. It is a calling from Krishna to enter inside the temple, my dear friend. This is a very profound experience that happened in the Shriyam's life. Another experience is once he goes to tea shop and there he meets one avaduta without no clothes. We all know that all these yogis will live in the soul consciousness. They don't have this body consciousness like a baby. So for a baby, if they don't have body consciousness, right? So they don't have that shyness or shame. Even they don't have clothes on their body. The same applies with the yogi. Okay, they don't have a body consciousness. They just live in the soul consciousness. So that Avadutar yogi, he comes to that shop and he will be drinking some tea. So after having one sip, again he will spill back tea again from his mouth into the glass, and he gives the same glass to Shriyam. And he asks that yogi will ask Shriyam to drink that tea. So Shriyam was, he will be very confused whether to drink the tea or not. But somehow he'll drink the tea. So after drinking the tea, this yogi will tell to him, so chore, you are a thief. Then he won't understand why this yogi is calling me a thief. Am I such a bad person? But so later, after so many years, when he meets Mahavatar Babaji, then Mahavatar Babaji will remind him of this experience. When anyone called you thief in your earlier life, then Shriyam says, yes, one yogi, he called me a thief. Then Babaji replies, so we all will call Krishna as a thief. Thief means here who have stolen his heart. Like the yogi is mentioning that with his gesture, as he had drank the tea, so yogi is mentioning like you have stolen my heart. So he called him as thief. So when Shriyam was 19 years old, he felt a deep, unshakable calling inside him, my dear friends, like him to go to Himalayas. Okay. So before he finally went to the Himalayas, three special people had a huge impact on him. So those three people were Swami Abhedananda, Swami Tapasyananda, and also Chambal Swami. So then he will start his journey by train. So travel to Himalayas, traveling through different states of India, and he has no fixed plan, no money saved for his whole trip, just a strong faith and inner pull guiding him step by step. Okay, along the way, Shriyam will meet many interesting people. Some were strangers who offered him food and shelters. Others were his fellow travelers, wandering souls. And Shriyam will learn so many lessons like kindness, humility, and trust by connecting with all these masters. So at one point, he will meet a sadhu, a holy man, who recognizes some speciality in Sriyam and gives him a blessing. And during his travel to Himalayas, he will meet Swami Chinmayananda also. By encountering all these masters and seeking their blessings, so Sriyam will have a lot of hope and faith that one day he will definitely find his master. So after 3 months, it took him around 3 months to travel and finally reach Badrinath. So when he got there, he went to meet the chief priest, and his name is called Ravalji. The Raval of Badrinath, they are traditionally from Kerala. So Sriyam was very curious to meet him. So earlier he has received the name Shiva Prasad from a Maha Mandaleshwar Swamiji, a spiritual monk which he had met. So when when the chief priest asked, what is your name? Then Sriyam will reply, my name is Shiva Prasad. Because if we say Muslim name that I am like I'm so and so Muslim, they won't allow him inside the temple. So, as Mahamandaleshwar Swamiji has given his another name like Shiva Prasad, so he introduces himself as Shiva Prasad, thinking it would be more acceptable to someone from a conservative Brahmin background. So this priest will ask Sriyam, have you completed your college? Then he said, yes, almost. Then he will ask, why are you here? Then Sriyam replies, I am here in search of a guru, true guru. So then he replies, he will laugh at him and he replies, so here in Himalayas, there are so many fake sadhus, and even some sadhus are not spiritual. They are very fake. They just grab some money and they will cheat the people, and he discourages Sriyam. Sriyam was he feels very shocked and bit confused, and but still he asked him, but Sriyam still asked this priest, could you please help me finding a place to stay here? Then he agrees and he arranges a place across the Alkananda river. So Sriyam could eat their Kerala food regularly because he was not having food from past 3 months. He feels so happy to have homemade food and the Kerala food in the temple in Badrinath, in that place. Okay. So every day he used to discourage Sriyam, like, you are an educated person. You can find answers even at your home. Go get a job. These sadhus are not worth following. And Sriyam feels very deeply upset and depressed. So one day he decided to Mana. Mana is the last Indian village before Tibet. So, and he decided, if I don't find my guru, true spiritual guru, so I would end my life here. Okay. So he stood near the Alkananda river, calculating how long it would take to drown. He thought maybe 2 minutes, then he will be dead. Then he thought he will come back in a better life, in a better body, so that he will find a real guru. So he will travel to the Alkananda river with a do or die mindset. Yesterday also, in the Sadananda Yogi Masters, when we discussed about Sadananda Yogi Master and Patriji's relationship, so Sadananda Yogi would always tell to Patriji, Subhash, do or die. So every spiritual or enlightened masters, their quest for spiritual truth is very immense, my dear friends. They all have this do or die mindset. So when they have committed to the spiritual path, they'll stick on to the spiritual path. Okay, so they won't go back. So Sriyam also decided today is the last day. So I have been in search of my guru from past few months. So it's almost like 5 months. So I haven't found my guru. So today is the last day. If I didn't find him, then today I will jump into the water and I will end my life. So luckily, miraculous meeting happened that day. So he sees a great saint. Okay, to his shock, one man will step out of the cave and he recognizes him instantly. Sriyam recognizes that the yogi instantly. He was the same man who had touched his head when he was 9 years old, standing under the jackfruit tree in his backyard. Without thinking, Sriyam said, Babaji. Then Babaji says, yes, I am your guru, and from today I will never leave you again. So from that moment, Sriyam stays with his guru Mahendranath Babaji. His name is Mahendranath Babaji. Mahendranath Babaji is a disciple of Mahavatar Babaji. Okay, so Sriyam will stay with this guru for 3.5 years, following him and learning from him. And and Mahendranath Babaji is a great Himalayan yogi. He is a spiritual guide and guru of Sriyam, and he belongs to this Nath tradition, my dear friends. Nath tradition yogis, they will have this ritual of having this duni. Like Sai Baba is from Nath tradition, and all this Mahavatar Babaji, Mahendranath from Babaji. So they all belong to this yogic lineage, that Nath tradition. Okay, so this Nath tradition, it is said to have originated from Lord Shiva himself. Okay, so as a guru, to Sriya Mahendranath Babaji was everything: his guide, protector, mentor, his inner mirror, and Babaji, like Mahendranath Babaji, he never imposed anything like on Sriyam, like to do forcefully. He led through love, strength, and patience. Even Sriyam made so many mistakes, Babaji corrected him without any like humiliation. So he prepared Sriyam for his sole mission to walk across India, meeting enlightened beings, and later to share this journey throughout the world. So he prepared Sriyam. Like he taught so many things: how to cook, how to meditate, how to clean, and also how to cut the vegetables. And he used to always say, if you can't cut vegetables properly, you won't understand Vedanta. So Sriyam was properly trained by his guru. One day, Sriyam got very curious to take the photograph his guru. So Sriyam once tried to secretly photograph Babaji in Rishikesh. So he had arranged a local photographer, but the man didn't show up. So as they sat by the Ganga river, so Mahendranath Babaji he will tell to Sriyam, your photographer won't come. Then Sriyam was stunned. He hadn't told anyone. How could the Babaji know about this photograph? Again, that night in the cave, Babaji explained, if I don't allow the light to reflect from my body, a photo can't be taken. So that is a level of mastery, like all these enlightened masters will have, my dear friends. So, and also Sriyam will what you call he witnesses a lot of extraordinary, miraculous experiences with with Mahendranath Babaji. And Babaji teaches Sriyam yoga, Vedanta, chakras, Upanishads, not only through dialogue, but also through many practical experiences. So one evening, Babaji began chanting Agni mantra. Suddenly, flame of the Duni shot up like a tree. He then pointed that flame towards Sriyam navels, that is the Manipuraka chakra, and Shriyam will feel a blast of intense heat followed by deep peace and bliss. Then he will enter into a deep meditative state, deep meditative trance, and he stays there until next day morning. So this was his first Kundalini, first experience of Kundalini awakening. So one day while meditating, Shriyam's mind wanders to have a masala dosa, and Babaji senses his vibration. So next day, Babaji will take Sriyam to the small cave in Rishikesh. Then Sriyam surprises how these enlightened masters will always be in telepathic communication. They can sense our vibrations, our thoughts. They can see what thoughts are going on, what are the inhibitions that every sadhaka will go through spiritual practice. So Babaji explains that if your desires are not fulfilled, they will block your spiritual journey. If you have small desires in your spiritual practice, you have to fulfill that certain small desires. Then you'll have a strongest what to call. Then you have a deep practice, deep meditation practice. So, Sriyam, that Mahendranath Babaji will teach Sriyam. So, pure yoga is not about the doing asanas, postures, or rituals. It's all about the inner transformation. Okay. So, pure mind is very, very important. So, when you have pure mind, the telepathy communication will be easy between the masters. So, and also he says that Guru's role is Guru's role in your life is to guide, not to control. So Guru's role in your life is to awaken the clarity. When we are going through the confusion, Guru's role is to awaken the clarity, my dear friends. So most of us we are afraid of our inner fears. So especially during this time, everyone is facing with some kind of fears. So whatever the challenging situations you are going through in your life, whether it is financial, health, or relationship problems, at the end when you check, the core emotion is fear of rejection, or fear of losing control, or fear of being getting hurt, or fear of failure. So everyone has their own fears. The freedom is not running away from the fears or escaping away from the fears. We have to sit with our fears, my dear friends. We have to sit with that core emotions, core energies. Then only we'll pass in that test, or else we'll stuck in that fear energies. Whatever you're encountering, you're getting encounter in your physical reality. So it is physical reality, or the people, they are reflecting what you're going through inside your body or in your energy system. So especially the fear. So fear is great block in the spiritual journey. Fear is a very good emotion, but if it becomes like every emotion is equally important, but when we don't control, it becomes like overreactive, my dear friends. We overreact to small things. So here comes the role of meditation. The more we do meditation, the more our Manipuraka chakra will get cleansed, our Manomaya Sharira will get cleansed. Manomaya Sharira is nothing but our mind. So mind is hindrance. When we have a lot of darkness or a lot of trash or a lot of rubbish in our mind, rubbish things in our mind, so we can't receive the light. What is the light? So our buddhi. When we see now today we have received wisdom from this Shriyam. When we have a lot of trash in our mind, we can't receive the right teachings. It won't go inside of our mind. We'll just listen with this ear and we'll let go with this ear. But if we have a lot of meditation practice, we'll digest that wisdom. It will get digested in our soul consciousness. When we then the realization happens. When we realize that we are soul, then we are not afraid of anything. When we understand that soul is it is eternal, it is satya, it is nitya, right? So this body and mind, they are temporary, law of impermanence. So we have to understand that all these emotions will come and go like waves in the surface of the ocean. Deep inside there is lot of stillness. So these yogis will help us to understand that we are that stillness, we are that awareness. Okay, so Guru's role is very, very important. Here, Sriyam says, don't get attracted to so many spiritual practices that are available in the market today. If you don't attract proper guru, then your nervous system or your energy system will get imbalanced to different unnecessary practices. So Guru's role is very, very important. So stick on to one path and just believe in that path. Experiment and experience what is good for you and what is not right for you. So whenever you practice any intense sadhanas, going into some gurus, then you get imbalance in your physical life, and You get stuck in those energies, my dear friends. And these stuck energies won't help you to evolve further in your life. So this is all about Shriyam. And yeah, so let's begin our practice by connecting with the Master Shriyam's energies. So I request everyone to please sit in a comfortable posture. Relax your body, cross your legs, clasp your hands, close your eyes. Deeply relax, completely relax. From top of your head to toe, chest, loosen up all your body parts. No tightness, stiffness in your muscles. Completely be in the present moment. Feel your body. Let's all connect with Patriji's consciousness, Sadananda Yogi Master, with the Shriyam, with Mahavatar Babaji, with Mahendranath Babaji, with Paramaguru Mandali, with all the higher beings of love and light. Deeply relax. This is not time to think. Keep aside everything and be with yourself. Be with your breath. Let's become one with their consciousness, with all the higher master consciousness. Let's meditate in this oneness energies. No thoughts whatsoever. Just notice how your breath is happening, in breath and out breath. Be an observer. Complete silence. Let's all train our mind to be in the moment, in this present moment. Let's enjoy being in this present moment. Do not dwell in the past or in the future. Mind can only disturb you in the past or in the future. When you're in the present moment, your mind has no existence, my dear friends. This present moment just exists. That's it. That knowing state. Be in this present moment. Let the thoughts come and go. You don't have to worry about the thoughts. They are just thoughts. Don't add any meaning to the thoughts, my dear friends. If you don't get attached to them, they simply start to dissolve. The thought bubbles will start dissolving when we don't give any energy to them. They get energy when we get identified with them. Oh, why I'm getting these thoughts? I should not get these thoughts. No mental chatter whatsoever. Content is not important. Thought is just thought. Whether it is weird thought about finances, relationship, health, tomorrow, future, it is just a thought. And you are the main energy. You are the God of your reality. Always remember, I am part of this infinite consciousness. Sincerity and seriousness. Let's connect with music energies now. Do not open your eyes. Come what may. For next 30 minutes.
बनेंगे, योगेश्वर बनेंगे, अगले जन्म में नहीं इसी जन्म में हम भी शंकर भगवान के जैसे बनेंगे, कबीर जी के जैसे बनेंगे, गौतम बुद्ध के जैसे बनेंगे, क्यों नहीं बनेंगे? आंखें बिल्कुल बंद और उच्छ्वास निश्वास के साथ एक होकर रहेंगे। बाहर से अंदर आती हुई सांस, अंदर से बाहर जाता हुआ सांस। We are all doing great meditation, my dear friends. We become great in our own eyes through our meditation. We don't have to become great in others' eyes, but we have to become great in our own eyes. That happens only when we do meditation. Meditation demands a lot of sincerity and seriousness. The technology is very simple. Being with the breath. आंखें बिल्कुल बंद, लगातार ध्यान. उच्छ्वास निश्वास के साथ एक होश कर रखेंगे.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. Now let's all express our gratitude to all the masters for their unconditional love, support, energies, for their guidance, for their knowledge. Be thankful to your body and mind, to intellect. Be grateful to your healthy body. Be thankful to your parents, to your family members, to your friends, to your soul family. Be grateful to your financial life, to money energy. Be thankful to your spiritual life. For every challenging situation in your life that is making you so strong. For every blessing in your life. Just thank Mother Earth and put an intention that let every being on this planet Earth to be happy, healthy, peaceful, and joyful. Thank you. Now gently place both your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly remove your hands from your eyes. And please open your eyes. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Hope you enjoyed today's session and meditation. Anyone would like to share your experience, have any doubts? Okay. So then let's all connect tomorrow with one more guru. Good night, my dear friends. Thank you all.